93.3 KDKB with the fabulous Thunderbirds and their great song, Tough Enough. Fabulous Thunderbirds playing over at the Crescent Ballroom on March the 9th, which is a Friday night at 7:30 p.m. at the beautiful Crescent Ballroom in downtown Phoenix. Opening the show is Paul Gurvitz and the New Army. And Paul's right here in the studio with us. Paul Gurvitz, of course, from the Baker Gurvitz Army, a great progressive rock band that came out of England in the mid-'70s, and he's been playing great music ever since. We're going to play a song from Paul's new record right now, and we'll have him here in the studio for a little chat and coffee right after this. This is Somebody Help Me from his brand new record, Sweet Heartland.
Look at Paul on the cover in that cowboy hat.
You know, this isn't a country record.
No.
But you give that country vibe here.
Well, I'm kind of going in that direction, with a slight direction, because I'm not American, I'm not from Nashville, I don't have that kind of accent. But it was a cool picture.
It is a cool picture. We have Paul in the studio. How are you, Paul?
Very good, thanks.
It's a funny thing. Paul's been after me for a while, and over Facebook and through some various friends, to get me to book his band, which, sometimes great things take a little while. And the other night I was on Facebook, and he sent me some picture. What was it? A picture of some suggestively clad girl or something?
I think I sent you the picture of the new, the front cover of the illustrated swimsuit model.
Kate Upton.
Oh, the Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated, yeah, said she was coming to our show. I hope might get you there.
So the next thing I know, I'm Facebooking with him, and he's over for breakfast the next morning on Sunday, and one thing led to another. We listened to some great music at the house on Sunday morning, and it turns out that we were able to put together Paul's band opening for the fabulous Thunderbirds at the Crescent Ballroom. This is going to be a magnificent show.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to rock.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm not one of the guys moving gear.
Me too.
There'll be a little bit of it up there. Fabulous Thunderbirds haven't been in town here for a long time, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, somehow in the 70s I missed seeing Baker Gurvitz Army. Were there tours?
Oh yeah,
of America.
Oh yeah. Well, that's where we toured mostly in America. We did a lot of extensive touring. We with Doobie Brothers and other headline acts. Hall & Oates and, just everyone that was playing in those days.
Sure. Well, you must have been very young at that time. Because I was just starting out promoting concerts at that time, and I tell everybody I was 5.
Well, I did start at at an early age, and but I guess I was still young comparatively to what I am now.
Right.
But,
by the way, folks, he's a very good-looking 40 years old.
Yeah. 42, actually.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'm going to spin another song from your new record here. This is called Sex in the Wheel. I really, really like this song. So let's check this out. We'll be back to talk with Paul Gurvitz a little bit more right after we hear Sex in the Wheel. I'm looking forward to hearing the story about that. That was a thud from God or a thud from Paul?
Sex at the wheel.
Sex at the wheel. I saw sex and I couldn't read anymore. Sex at the Wheel from the brand new record, Sweet Heartland, from Paul Gurvitz and the New Army. How did this song come about? I really like that track. How did the Sex at the Wheel come about?
Can I really talk about that over the radio?
In most uncertain terms.
Sex at the Wheel. Well, Sex at the Wheel was partly, an incident that happened with a young lady.
Now I get it. It pretty much explains it all.
And, being...
I guess we could just leave it at that.
Well, being very inebriated, I thought that it would be a lot safer to not drive and drink and have sex at the wheel.
That's... Talbot, we could probably join in with the chorus of that one.
Why not?
In case you just tuned in and we're listening to that great music, Paul and his band are going to be opening for the fabulous Thunderbirds over at the Crescent Ballroom on Friday night, March the 9th. Tickets on sale now at DannyZeliskoPresents.com, and we've got Paul in the studio with us. So, Paul, you live here in town now?
Yes, I've recently moved from Los Angeles, so I'm a native Arizonian.
So how do you end up from England to Los Angeles to Mesa?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of freeways. I was in Los Angeles for a long, long time, writing, producing, other things that I used to do, and then just decided, that it was time for a change. And I just got on the 10, and here I am.
This is a great place to change to. I've been here a long time, and you're going to like it here. How long have you been?
Been here a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. It's laid back. It's a lot less stressful.
Yeah. I've got one more song I want to play off the new record, and I'm curious about the background of Who Found Who.
Okay, Who Found Who was originally a hit song back in the 80s that I wrote for an artist called Jelly Bean Benitez, who was Madonna's boyfriend for some time. Mm-hmm. And it was an American hit and a UK hit, also a #1 Billboard dance song. But after the years of, trying to come up with new songs, when I kind of revisited some of the things that I've written, I really liked the lyric, and I just happened to think, this song could work with just a piano, and just, it's just a good song is a good song. If the lyrics still work, you can still use it. So I did. I just basically used a piano and an acoustic guitar, and just told the story of who found who, which came from yet another relationship of in a phone call. Somebody actually mentioned in the conversation, well, who found who?
Right.
And I said, being a writer, I use a lot of fantasy with reality, so people can kind of relate to the song, and some of it maybe not, but it's a little bit of half and half. Just something like a conversation can spark off a title, or an incident such as Sex at the Wheel can spark off a song.
Can't get that one off my mind either, actually. This is the Paul Gurvitz record in Sweet Heartland, and the song we've just been talking about, Who Found Who. You're going to find out that answer to that musical question right here. Listen to 93.3 KDKB. From his new record, Paul's been in the studio with us here, sharing some stories as well as this great new music. In addition to Paul playing over at the Crescent Ballroom with the fabulous Thunderbirds on the 9th, which is a week from Friday, you can also see Paul on the 8th at the Platinum Room at Sky. It's over on the west side in Peoria. But we really want you to come and see him at the fabulous Thunderbird show.
That's right.
on the 9th. Go both. I'd say that's the solution, is to go to both. Paul, thanks so much for coming in and sharing Sunday evening with us.
Thank you very much.
And we're really looking forward to seeing the show. I can't wait.
Thank you.